All right, welcome back to everybody who listened to us. My name is Mando from Bomberos on Fire podcast and Fires to Group, whoever see me around the world, basically. And I'm here with a really good friend, Primo, from the other coast of the United States. Yeah, literally the other coast, the West Coast. I'm happy and glad to bring you here. I guess I'm your first podcast interview
Yep,
or
that's the first
conversation.
time.
Some person in the bubble. Sweet.
That's it.
Sweet. I'm the first one. No matter what many you do now, I'm the first one.
That's right, man.
So, and before we start, thank you, everybody. Go us share, subscribe, like, whatever stuff coming out of somewhere, and just send it, share it. This will be a fun episode. Like I said, I do more like a conversation than interview because I am not an interviewer. I'm a firefighter, bro. That's it. And then just looking for information, and that's it. And just we got a beer even better with a beer, but we kind of far away. But for starters, Bree, if you don't mind to introduce yourself, what do you do, and we can go from there.
Yeah. So, Britt Sanchez out of the 161st Air Refueling Wing, which is Air National Guard, Air Force, in other words. My job, true title is emergency management, but that doesn't really reflect what we do entirely. So, like, you think emergency management, you think like EOCs and things like that, and
boring.
guys in they have the little vest on. That's all they do.
Everybody hates.
Yeah, that's not us. Maybe portions of it, maybe, but otherwise we're HazMat technicians. We are CBRN, so chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, and then on top of that we're WMD, so weapons of mass destruction. And then the other piece is the Air Force piece, is where we are fully combat and integrated into like EOD, integrated into Army. So those are the kind of things that we do. So that's my job. As far as that goes, we work a lot with Phoenix Fire Department. So that's our biggest partner is Phoenix Fire and Phoenix Aviation, because we're on the airport, so we're at Sky Harbor.
Okay.
Makes sense. Yeah, so my range of like specialties and knowledge is all over the place, man. All over the place. Like me and Mondo, we met at CTOS in Nevada.
Yeah.
We're right next to each other.
It's just cracking jokes.
Having a good time cracking jokes.
That was interesting class, I have to admit.
Yeah. And that's kind of our world a little bit. We run JHATs with these civil support teams, and we run JHATs with Phoenix Fire, FBI, and so some of those things come into play when we run those JHATs. And JHATs are kind of like our bread and butter for what we do.
Yeah.
Final Four, we're going to do waste management coming up here in Phoenix. Okay. So there's some pretty big events that we support. ASU football games.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yep. So we're all over the place, man.
That's you guys. Yeah, for those who don't know what's a JHAT, because not everybody who listens to the podcast is a HazMat technician or involved into this, or even a firefighter. What is a JHAT?
Joint Hazard Assessment Teams. So they get a bunch of, usually one fire, an LEA officer, one of the CBRN, WMD guys, and maybe one other person. Could be another firefighter, could be another like civil support team, one of the CBRN guys. And we have our routes that we walk. We dress like everybody. We just have backpacks on. And really, you'd be surprised, man. People don't even see us. They would rather run you over than say, "Excuse me," because they just see a guy walking.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. We got a couple of those where I work. ESPN. Most of the time, those are ESPN, like the Paralympic Olympics, and we work really close with the police and our National Guard. And it's funny because we're walking around on shorts, flip flops, or a hat with a backpack. Hopefully we don't have to work. Hopefully we don't detect anything. But if we do, we are right there.
Yeah, definitely. And you, like, I'm sure you guys have the remote stuff too.
Yes.
We got a lot of the remote stuff, and instruments will go to our cell phones. So we're not pulling out an instrument in front of everybody. We're checking our phone, and that makes things, way easier and not so like obvious of what we're doing. But
yeah, people still get concerned. I know they get freak out. What is that? Yeah, that's to get ghost. Keep going. Keep walking, buddy. Keep walking. I'm looking for ghosts. That's fine. Keep walking. In the clay. That's what it is, basically. Hopefully, I don't detect one, but if we do, that's a long day. That is a long day, my friend. Especially where I work.
Yeah, some of the JHATs we ran like 14 hours, walk like 14 miles, just all day, just walking.
Just walking, yeah. Walking, yeah, I know. And it's sometimes early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, because you have to be ready. And then you leave by who knows when, because we're the last one to leave.
Yep, last to leave. Collecting, when they got the air samples, those guys are, getting the air samples and...
Yeah, I know. It's take forever.
Getting the last readings. Yep.
I know. It is not the most glamorous or the most beautiful task in the HazMat world, but somebody have to do it. And hey, sometimes it just takes one body just to walk around. That's what it is. Yeah. I don't. It's not too much glory on that JHAT, but they appreciate it when we found something.
Yeah, a lot of times it's that wild goose chase too.
Yes.
We're catching people with, have nuclear medicine done, and they pop hot, and we're chasing them around, and they're moving between sectors, and just like a wild goose chase for a while.
Yeah, walking around. Beep, beep, beep. Oh crap! He went to the second floor. God damn it! Where'd he go? God, second floor.
Yeah, he's in section 2. He's in section 2. Like
they do taking a crap on the toilet. And like, oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun. And what made you get into the HazMat world? Because not everybody likes that. You know that. Everybody hates HazMat. The majority of people.
So for me, it was, I was Air Force fire for 9 years before that. So being a firefighter, and they shut down our fire department. So I didn't have a choice. I was like, I knew they did HazMat, or I knew they did WMD stuff in the other career field. So I'm like, well, let me move over to them. At least I don't have to take HazMat again. But they made me take it over again anyway.
Yeah.
But that was it. I was like, I just went from fire, and in the Air Force, they split the jobs, right? So HazMat isn't really done by fire. It's done by us in the emergency management side. So we're kind of like the subset of like what fire would do. And then, that's basically how I got into the world. And then as the career field progressed, they started tacking on like all these other things, WMD, the combat side. But initially that was it. That was my, didn't have a choice. I had to go into something. I didn't want to do plumbing or building houses. Like,
yeah,
I'll stay HazMat.
Yeah, might as well get a level A suit and do plumbing, basically.
That's right. Because it was part of it, and it was like, what do I want to do?
Wow.
We were kind of forced into it.
No, but your passion was in the beginning firefighting.
Yeah, and still something that I want to do in the future anyway. So, that portion is, hopefully I'll be starting get recertified in EMT. Get my EMT exam at the end of this month, hopefully. Get working on that.
We're an EMT now.
Yeah, and then do that contract firefighting, and then, work with you and WMD and HazMat and let it rip.
Man, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. Since I'm traveling so much around the world, basically, almost every continent I've been there, and HazMat is not outside the U.S. is not done by the fire department most of the time. They do the minimum. They know how to acknowledge awareness. It's like a HazMat awareness level. Hey, I know there's something bad over there. Let me call the military. They few in between. They do something. I know that in Croatia they detect. They got I think a multi-ray, if I don't remember, and they detect whatever. Okay, if we can mitigate it, perfect. If not, well, military goes. In our case, it's me on the squad or on the fire side going to mitigate. But if I cannot control the mitigations, hey, bro, you want to jump in and take over? Because that's it. That's all I can do. I can just mitigate and then wait for waste management to deal with that crap. I'm not cleaning.
Yeah, we're kind of the same boat. We'll do mitigation. We'll do mitigation, but that's it. We're not.
That's it.
Yeah, we're not cleaning up nothing. We'll mitigate. We'll make sure it's turned off, and then we're like, hey, we're out. You know.
Bad. And only on the Air Force you have the CBRN units, or you got also on the Army or Navy, or just you guys do the CBRN for entire forces?
So mostly it'll be Army.
Okay.
They have their own CBRN units, but they're not HazMat qualified. And then
Really?
you have your Marines. They're CBRN as well, but I'm not sure if they're HazMat. They might be. I think we're the only ones, Air Force side, that are true HazMat technicians plus the CBRN.
Now I got a question. How you can be a CBRN but no HazMat? Because to me that shit goes together. Because
Yeah, you would think so, but because they're only dealing in like wartime chemicals, they're not dealing in ticks and TIMs. So that's the difference. So they're not. They'll depend on either local fire or us, basically Air Force, to come in, and we'll handle that side of the house. So that's why a lot of times, if there's a big Army unit, there'll be a Air Force like segment that comes in and does that CBRN HazMat-ish side. So we can deal with that. So it is different though, man. It seems like every branch should have it, but they don't.
That's interesting. I thought that they all, come together, because the way I learned it was CBRN, HazMat, all that crap is in one package, and hopefully you don't die in the trying to mitigate it. That's basically what it is. When you take HazMat Tech, is they teach you the minimum so you don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
And then you specialize in that, whatever you want to specialize.
Because you think like in Air Force, you think of the fire department would be it, right? So initially, when I went through as fire, we were taught all the way to HazMat Tech as firefighters, because we were the ones that were taking on that responsibility. But as the career fields changed, and they were like, firefighters just need to do fire. Well, they're like, well, who can take up CBRN or HazMat? And they're like, oh, CBRN guys can do it. So that's how it split off.
Okay.
And you think we would still be under the fire department, but we're not. We're separate. So as far as a unit goes. So we work closely with fire. We have to, because they'll do the decon a lot of times. Mm-hmm. They have the water. Exactly. Yeah, they have a lot of those resources that we don't. We don't have on the EM CBRN side. We don't have water. So yeah.
You got the monitors.
We got the monitors. They don't got water.
Yeah.
And a lot of times decons switching to dry decon anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you guys wear bunker gear or no?
So at our unit, we do.
Okay.
We kind of geared it that way because we work with Phoenix Fire so much that we have the bunker gear. Just so we don't stand out so much when we're in the field. And then we have soft uniforms too. So like I don't dress in my camouflage when I go to into the terminals at the airport.
Got it.
So I'll wear like khaki shorts and just a black polo, because anytime people see uniforms, they kind of freak out, especially when you're holding them on. holding monitors and equipment and carrying bags. They're like, what are they doing?
In an airport? Oh yeah, bro. You make the news.
They automatically assume bomb. So we want to not be in that where they're like, oh, it's just dudes. After that, we just look like we're like a maintenance guy, so they could care less, you know.
Yeah. Once you got the maintenance, you're like a Amazon worker. It's fine. It's just package.
Like, oh, I'm just checking this.
Yeah. I'm a UPS guy. I got a package here for you guys. There you go.
That's right. A lot different look than it is in camouflage.
Yeah, camouflage with monitors and backpacks and suitcase and level A suits. Yeah, good luck with that. Don't scare people. Yeah, that's interesting that you guys have, but not everybody have a bunker gear on the CBRN units. Because I'm thinking, the LEL, I mean, that's explosive. That's part of what we do too as a HazMat technician. So the best first PPE that we should carry, at least I got to grind my mind, is a bunker gear with a SCBA, and we go from there.
Yep, and it offers that first level of protection, and those are the kind of things that we push too. Where like we can't be in chemical gear and wearing SCBA.
Yeah, with a gas leak, start blowing out. You will melt with a
it's not going to work, and that's why a lot of times the CBRN units, they always want to jump to level A. And I'm like, well, not everything calls for level A.
No.
So like we respond to gas calls on our base, and we show up in bunker gear. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
We know that that's going to be our first level of protection, as opposed to, you couldn't jump into level A fast anyway. So
yeah, it takes longer to put as level A. For those who doesn't know, is a level A is a minion. Look like a big minion. Mine is yellow. I don't know. Yours is orange, maybe, or blue. Yeah, yellow and blue. Yeah. So and the fancy ones are like the flashover stuff with like aluminum foil. They look like a big aluminum foil.
Yeah.
The fancy ones. But I hear you, man. Yeah, and it's way easier and faster to get a bunker gear really quick to make a quick assessment and then go back and whatever you need to get done.
Yeah, because we have such a small group anyway. We'll make entry, see if I can turn it off or the meters are going off, and then if it gets out of hand, we back out, call Phoenix Fire, and Phoenix Fire rolls, and then
That's crazy, bro.
That's it. And then we integrate with Phoenix after that.
That's crazy. Yeah, in Deacon, you need at least 10 people for Deacon.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You need a bunch of people. How many in your unit? How many, guys in your unit?
So for us, we only got 4.
4? And we bitch about we need 8. God damn. 4.
Yep, so active duty gets 12.
Okay.
But they don't do any HazMat. They don't do any HazMat response. So unless it's on the base, and even then they're not going to do it.
Really? The active duty don't do HazMat?
Yep. So and they don't do any of the WMD stuff either. It's kind of weird because the guard side, we work with other municipalities, right? We work with other agencies directly. On the Air Force Base, they only work within the Air Force Base.
So limited what they can do.
Yep.
What?
So they don't do much.
Yeah.
For us, we're working on Phoenix PD, Phoenix Fire, Maricopa County, Maricopa Sheriff, whatever agencies come in. We got to deal with the airport, all the international flights that come in, things like that. That's part of our job, is just to be real flexible and be able to be responding to whatever we need to respond to whenever we call.
Yeah, holy shit. 4 people. That's it.
That's it.
Fuck. Like I said, we complained that we need more people for HazMat for our SOAR team. Right now we got 8, and it's not enough. And you guys
8's not enough. Yeah, and 4 is even, because that's why we depend on Phoenix so much.
Yeah. You need manpower.
We have 2 on the outside, 2 on the inside, and hey, we can't do it. Roll Phoenix, and then we just wait, sit back,
You do 2 in, 2 out. And who does the research? Who does the I guess you put one guy for decon, or I don't know how you guys function.
So for small things like that, it's usually going to be those gas calls. If it's something bigger, we'll roll Phoenix right away. We won't even wait. Yeah. Just because, well, I know the scope of it. So I'll go in there and be like, okay, yeah, this is out of our scope. We need to call it right away. But gas calls are fairly easy. We just roll in 2 in, 2 out. Usually have like a colonel on the outside, on the radio or on the phone making calls if he needs to. We say, hey, yeah, we'll make the call. So
okay.
So that's how we operate. And then even in the field, when we're in combat environments, there's only 4 of us. So
holy crap!
Everything's a 4-man team. Yep, 4-man team.
So you train for 4 people basically. It's a 4-man team. That's it. You rely on the other 3 guys to hopefully help you if something happen or shit gets hurry. Okay.
So that's why. Yeah, that's when my guys have a great bunch, man. I have one of my guys. He was a 21-year firefighter at rural metro. Was all the way up to battalion chief. He's my driver. So
yeah,
he's my driver. I'm the team lead, and then in the back I have 2 logistics guys and sampling guys. So a lot of times if we're in the combat environment, we roll in a truck. Me and my driver will jump out, set up security.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 will go in, monitor, grab samples or whatever they need to do. And if they run out of time or, hey, we can't do this, then we'll flip. And then me and my driver will go inside. They'll post up security, and then make that entry or whatever. Because in the combat environment, they always throw something weird at you. So
yeah, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know.
So we depend on those 4 guys. Each of us have our own specialties, kind of how we are. But yeah, man, we gotta do all that: shoot, move, communicate, clearing houses, all those things.
Jesus. Yeah, and I bitch about my shit. God damn.
Bounding, yeah, we got all that.
Bounding,
I think everything else, all your job plus combat.
Yeah. Well, you guys are no medics. Are you guys HazMat medics?
So we have a tactical. We have a tactical medical training that we have, like combat lifesaver course. But we have one EMT, I'll be an MT, and then we have one other that's the other 2 we're working just to get their regular BLS CPR side plus the tactical combat course.
The TCC, yeah.
So there'll at least be 2 EMTs plus those 2, so we can all work on each other at any given time.
Got it. But like a truly HazMat medic, because I'm a HazMat medic too.
No.
Weird chemicals. Boy, give me whatever medication. Give me Biocar. Give me sodium bicar. Give me, I don't know, atenolol. Just making a name. Hook it up and take it to the ambulance. You don't have that. So who's your HazMat medic? The fire department?
We have to wait on our medical.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So that's why, like, for us, we're trying to be as much as self-reliant as we can. But as far as that HazMat medic goes, no, we don't have anything like that. We push to our own commander that, hey, we need to be so good as much as humanly possible on the medical side, because it's just us. We don't have that. So, and then the Air Force doesn't want to pay for those classes either. You know what I mean? So they make everything like a crash course. You won't give you the certification, but we'll get you close enough.
Yeah, you give you 2 days class and hope for the best. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
100 questions, multiple choice. Have fun. Boom.
Yep, that's it. That's literally how they do it.
Yeah, well, I know. Trust me, we're trying. We're trying to get me there, so I can at least give you some SCBA confidence, Red, Mayday. You guys wear those equipment, so you guys are in PPE. So that knowledge for you guys will be amazing just to know how to sell
absolutely.
yourself.
Absolutely, because some of these guys, the guys that aren't fire or weren't prior fire, don't have that built-in like second nature to how to get out of things,
Hmm.
how to react to a
Yeah.
lot of things. Because most of the other guys have only done training; they've never responded to like real hazmat calls besides gas calls and fuel leaks. So a lot of fuel, a lot of gas. Other than that, they don't know. They don't know, and it makes it tough when we're trying to figure out like get those guys up to speed. But it's hard when you don't have any real practical experience.
Yeah, it is hard. It doesn't matter how much training you do until you don't hit the real life stuff. It won't hit you home, and you don't appreciate what you learn. Uh, like what I teach is raid on Mayday. I only have one, maybe twice in my career. I do have experience on that because I have it one time, but to me, it's not enough. So I train so much that now I able to pass the knowledge to little things that I know everywhere, especially overseas, that they don't even acknowledge that part yet, which is sad.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, yeah. When I try to explain, hey, you can use your hoses to connect like a rig pack, and you can do this to remove the down firefighter. Like, oh, really? I didn't know that. Holy crap! So if somebody dies, that's it. Call drop pipes and drums. Yeah, and on HazMat, you'll be surprised. I was in Belgium this year, June or July, and we did some HazMat demonstration, and it's basically plumbing. That's all they do, just plumbing. Plug the leak, and hope for the best. Call the military.
Wow. Yeah, that does that changes it up a lot too as you're responding and making those calls for those guys.
Yeah. And I tell you, you know how the gas works. You know how the liquid goes. You know you can have a liquid. It could be also a WDW. No, it's just plot in and hope for the best. All right. Yeah, with my broken English and the broken French, we tried to figure out something, but like, I don't know, bro.
Oh man.
I'm not confident. Great guys, but it's that's a reality in the world. Like the hazmat jet in China, that's not even a thought, bro. They send their own whatever unit, and hopefully they know. Yeah, yeah,
Know what to do.
they know what to do. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we went to a conference 2 years ago. It was a CBRN conference,
Mm-hmm.
and we were really looking at it like they brought in all kinds of international folks,
Mm-hmm.
right? And some of these countries are like they're on it.
Yes, Germany's
They are
on it.
they're on it. There's some countries out there, some South. I can't remember
Chile, probably.
South. I mean, it was Chile or one of those Bolivia. One of the they were down there. They were on it. They had teams, specialized teams. They trained all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They went all over the world. Um, and we look at ours, and yeah, we have some capabilities and we have some things going, but we're like literally like 5 years behind on the technology of what some of those other countries are doing based on they got real world threats, right? We haven't
Yeah,
had any
yeah,
credible threats in a while. They deal with it frequently. And
yeah.
so
So
they're
they're
like,
used to it.
we need to be on it, and those
Yeah,
teams they're knowledgeable. They know how to do things, and we're sitting there going, I don't have that meter. I don't have that capability. And we're like, we need to, and that's what that led up to, like where we need to get better at rescue. We need to
yeah,
get better at all these things because we don't have that training. They want us to do a million things, but when it comes to that true life safety in events, they're kind of like you said, like 2 days and do a computer based training and good luck.
yeah. Good luck. Yeah.
Yeah, can
Unfortunately,
we
yeah.
actually do it? Maybe some of it can, based on the event. I know what it's like to drag firefighters out, when they go down and,
Yeah,
that,
she's no
that
easy, bro.
pass device, that pass
She's,
device is going off and this dude's like complete dead weight, you
yeah. Good
know?
luck. Yeah, and your
Yeah,
second pour through the window. Good luck. And we're getting
yeah.
older, bro. We don't getting younger.
I'll be pushing them out. Like, hey, you're gonna
Oh,
go for a ride.
yeah. Have fun, bro. Hopefully you don't break your legs. But some people never had that experience to deal with that. On and you even put in like smoke, you put the fire, and you put the pressure that you know that's your best friend. That could be, the uncle of your kids, just because work together so long they become family.
Yeah, that
And you
family. Yep.
and you get anxiety, and then you breathe heavier and then faster, and then you run out of air, and then the other guys pass out. Like, oh fuck! So it's a snowball, bro.
Yeah, and it is because like I've worked with like our unit now. We've been together for 4 years, and we know how to operate, right? We know how to move. We know how to do all these things. We throw in another person, and we're like, "What are you doing, man?" Like I know that would happen. We haven't experienced it yet, but I know that's what it would be because we just don't.
Don't practice anybody else.
Like you said, those are our buddies. Those are our guys. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
it game changes for sure.
It is. But well, we have to like roll with the punches, right?
Yeah, yeah. We'll
be,
make it
be
work
like
regardless.
yeah, be like water, bro. That's it. Be
Yeah,
like
make it
water.
work. Yeah,
Yeah, go with the flow. I mean, it's
go with the
something
flow.
yeah, something we can control, and other things we cannot control at all. So I try to stick what I can reach in my hands. That's it. I
Yeah,
learned that
man.
shit a long time ago.
Yep, that is real.
Fuck. So, what make you? I know you have a family heritage from Mexico. Yeah. So I guess you're the first in the family, HazMat Seaburn, like that, with the Mexican heritage and all the stuff.
So on that side of the house, yeah, we had my grandpa. He was one of those basically born right after when the United States took over Mexico. That was the United States, Arizona.
Oh yes.
So we didn't cross the border. The border crossed us.
Yeah, you say the trip.
That's us. That's my family. Uh,
Yeah.
but my grandpa, he was born in that time, and he joined the army, and he was an army medic.
Oh, okay.
So he fought in the Korean War,
Holy shit.
and he saved 3 soldiers in Korea, and then got captured, and then was a prisoner of war for 3 years.
Ah,
So he got the Purple Heart and the Silver Star.
yeah.
So he was the
General.
real deal.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck.
He was the real deal. And,
Jesus.
full combat environments. You know, obviously prisoner of war for 3 years. That's going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw what he did, and I was like, well, I wanted to help people and help folks out, and that was like a big thing for me. And my
Okay.
dad was in the army for a little while too,
Okay.
and he was working to be a doctor.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
so yeah, so then I don't know. I gravitate towards like just helping people, and that was my main thing. Like in fire, I can help people, save people.
Yeah.
That was the deal, and that's the direction. And being
You took that.
Chicano on top of that, it's the community is about that big.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No.
very
That's why I said like there's not that many Chicano Seaburn Air Force guys around the world. It's
nope,
like
very 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 few of us.
very few
And
brown
the other
people.
and like 3 of them are in my unit.
Yeah. that's a Mexican unit, bro. That's a U.S. Mexican unit. That's
Yeah, hey,
awesome.
yeah, it's Arizona. So you got Sanchez, Villaseñor. He's actually Mexicano, and then a true Mexican, and then
OG.
Hernandez.
Nice. That is
So
awesome. So
we're
tacos and burritos and tortas.
yeah, you got it all. Some hot horchata on the side.
And
So
horchata.
so we definitely are unique when we show up. They're like, who are these dudes?
Yeah.
So it is nice that we're like the the top dogs when it comes to that kind of stuff because
Yeah.
we're one of the, not to brag, but we are one of the best units in the country because we reach out and train with other units. We integrate well with others, and being, of our descent, we got to work with others. And then we have that brotherhood that comes along with it too. When we see someone else, like, oh, you're one of us,
Yeah,
and
it's
that
true
makes
though.
it, and then it makes it stronger when we're coming in, just like me and you, like
Yeah,
we hit it right off the bat, bump. We
yeah,
were, we
bro.
were, we were it, Carnales, so it was like, it was super cool. And that's, it was, it's different when you go out there and there's very few of us that are, at the top, near the
That's
top.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great example for those who are listening to a podcast. Hey, you can make it too. Doesn't matter what color you are, but you can make it
Yep.
to that level. It doesn't matter. Fortunately, you got three more brown people with you. It's
But
when
it
I
makes,
when I'm
it makes
working
it
with
good.
my the Mexican CBRN unit. That's awesome.
Yeah. We are.
Yeah, like when on my station, we got a guy who's from Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rican descendant. And every time we go to get in the same truck, they call it a UPS truck. What can Brown do for you? Oh, we take it. It's
Our fire
awesome.
department used to be the same way. It was all Mexicano, and they would be like, "Oh, it's a landscaper's truck." We're coming in.
That is awesome, bro. That is so cool. You can say that, and you have opportunity to be in that unit. Just to example people. And I know you got kids. Do your kids want to be in the armed forces, or they say, you know what, Dad, I'd rather get in the other side of the, because you got a legacy of armed forces, Army, Air Force.
So none of them want to. Not that they haven't said it wasn't bad or anything. It's just their
Uh,
past. But one of my daughters, my oldest daughters, was a biology major, medical,
wow.
into dermatology. She's now going into toxicology. So
Oh,
that's my oldest.
okay.
And my middle daughter wants to go into nurse practitioner. And then my son who played college football, he's
Yeah.
working to be a surgeon,
A surgeon.
pre-med. Yeah.
Nice,
So he's
bro.
working, to be a surgeon. That's his deal. And then my little guy, I don't know. But yeah, they like the medical path for sure. Like that's
That's
where,
awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome. They didn't went to the forces, but they were smarter than you. I want to go
Yeah,
make
that's
this.
what like my daughter, she talks toxicology, and boy, like I can hang for like 5 minutes, and whoosh, then she's off the charts, man. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Hey, I know how to I don't know how to stop the leak. I know how to go with a suit. I'll give you this to you. This is all have fun, girl. Have fun. That's awesome, bro. I'm really happy about it. All your kids
Yeah,
are doing
right.
something medical and something like way beyond whatever you expect. It's just awesome. That is,
Yeah,
and that's what about, bro. Just make example and whatever they want to do, just support them.
yeah, just support it and let it rip, man. Because you know, I think they liked when I was like when I was taking my EMT the first time back 12 years ago. You know, getting that EMT and working through it, and we would kind of do things and like, oh, this is this, and I think it kind of sparked them like to where they were like, oh,
That's
this is
awesome.
pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's also, and they even your daughter picked toxicology, which is kind of a feel from you too. So regardless or not, they took your thing and they took it to different ways. This
yep.
is awesome.
Yeah, she attended one of the toxicology peer reviews that we did for like fire department.
Okay.
So yeah, she sat in there with all the firefighters. I thought it was great. I'm like, look at you, bro. I was like,
Yeah, it's awesome. All the firefighters like, what the hell is talking about? No.
yeah, they're like, oh, okay. No, they,
uh,
and they were real like impressed of like how smart she was already, just based on a lot of stuff. And obviously, it's for like the responder side, but
yeah.
those are the kind of things that like she was just got up in there and did her thing, and I was like pretty impressed. Everyone else was like, man, she
That's
was
awesome.
awesome.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. And like you said earlier, being diverse and different things and networking and working with different people make you better because
Absolutely.
you different disciplines. Like now in ropes, for the past couple of years now, rope rescue is one thing for fire department, but now they're integrating rock climbing and a bunch of equipment that you never thought about doing in rescue. Now they're using it in the fire rescue. It's making it better and faster. Yeah, like confined space. You guys could be in a hall with chemicals, but if you're not ropes, you screw.
Yep. Yeah, those are the kind of things like I wish I had a lot more experience because I went to rescue school, rescue 1, and
Okay.
I never got my rescue 2. But it was still, I mean, that was a long time ago that I went through that school. I can
Yeah.
imagine how much has changed since.
Oh, bro,
You know,
there's devices like this big that can carry me with a bus in a trailer truck. It's just like this big, and it's fine.
without 8 firefighters pulling on one rope and
Yeah, yeah. Now
trying to
you now
get
you
them
got
up
a
to the
winch with
second
a
story.
drill.
Yeah,
Yeah, now you got a winch with a drill.
it's crazy.
As long as you can afford it, bro, you can do whatever you want with
Yeah,
ropes and car accident, VMR, vehicle extrications, confined space. That's a big one too.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's fun, bro. It's a dangerous job, but I love it. This is the shit you can do in life.
same. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the technical side of things, but then it's physical too. You know,
Oh, it is. Oh, fuck, it is. Being a level A suit in Arizona or in Florida, yeah, it's not fun.
no, not at all.
Bring your towel.
Even in bunker, it sucks.
Oh, it sucks, but level A sucks more. And then you have to wipe it with your towel
Oh
so
yeah,
you
for
can
sure.
see when you're going. Yeah, that's not fun. Shit, we're almost an hour. Oh, an advice for somebody who's on a couple of advices. One, let's say I want to join the armed forces. Which one you will recommend? Obviously, you might say Air Force,
I'm
but
actually wearing it. Uh,
I put in the spot.
I think like because each branch has its own like flavors,
Benefits and
right?
okay.
So each of them can be valuable to you. It just depends on what you're looking to do. Honestly, the great thing about the Air Force though is as you go through basic training and as you go through your tech school, which is where you learn how to do your job, all those count towards a associate's degree.
Oh,
So the
that's
community
good.
college of the Air Force, all your basic training courses, all those are accredited. So by the time you're done with tech school and basic training and everything, you're really close to getting an associate's degree. So that portion of it is the biggest thing I think is the Air Force that offers is you only have to take a couple more credit hours and you got an associate's degree in whatever field your job is already in. So if you have it in fire science, then you can get your associates in fire science. You're a mechanic or whatever, it can applies to whatever they do. So those are the kind of things I think is cool, and you don't have it saves you money basically because you don't
Yeah,
have to get that. You don't have to spend that extra money on that degree, associates, and then you have 2 more years to get your bachelor's, and you're done. So I think that's probably the biggest advantage for the Air Force.
that's awesome. Yeah, I didn't know that. Fuck yeah, that will save you a lot of money and time too. And Air Force, you're in the military anyway. And how do you sell a speech? How to sell somebody the HazMat, CBRN, WFDW are good? How do you can convince somebody if he's like, I don't want to do HazMat? How do you convince somebody?
So for hazmat, I always try to make it like if this person really is a problem solver with limited information and you like that challenge of walking into something that you have very limited information on, but you need to either mitigate it, stop it, or whatever decisions come of that, I was like, that's a job for you. I was like, there's a lot of unknowns, and if you like that challenge and like to be physical at the same time, using your brain, we're not just knuckleheads.
Yeah. Yeah, grabbing a hose. Yeah.
We can be though, but it's just like if you like that challenge and you like that portion of it, then that's for you. Then I want those kind of guys that want to figure stuff out, that can think on their feet. I don't really have to tell them what to do. They already are jumping into something, because the wheels are always spinning for that portion of it.
Yeah,
that's how I sell it. I always tell it's not for everybody though, because it is difficult. It is hard. It can be frustrating. All the above, man, for limited resources, limited personnel, all those things come into play.
And it's a slow process too. If you truly have a HazMat call, you're not rushing it.
Oh, absolutely. It's slow and go. It's not a fire where you're pulling a line and running in and masking up and it's hey, we got to figure this out. What information do we have? Get that research going. Whatever it is, knowledge of, because some guys know, hey, we can do this, this, and this, and then you have some people that aren't as want to even slow it down even more. Like, let's not jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
And assume it's like the last call.
Yeah. Yeah, because you never know. With HazMat, you never know.
Yep. And with fire, it's on fire. I mean, it's pretty easy. You probably figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah. And it depends on the structure. If it's a gas station, you have to be careful. But if it's a normal house, I mean, you pretty much know what to do with a fire. Just put the stupid water on the fire.
Yep. Maybe at most you got to ventilate, but come on, easy.
Yeah. It is less than a minute. Should be less than a minute once you get to the fire. But that's a different story. That's training shit. But I agree with you. HazMat is detail oriented, a lot of work, a lot of study, research, and it's just slow and go. It's not a way to put it. Especially what you do with a CBRN specialized in WDW, bro. You don't. Yeah.
Yeah. That changes the ballgame too, because when they get the training environments for us for labs, they will make labs that have 5 different components of they'll do a little bit of explosives, they'll put a little bit of chemical, and they'll do just random crap in there. And you basically got to reverse engineer, what are they trying to make? What are they trying to do? Are they truly making a product, or are they just piddling around?
Yes.
So those are the kind of things that they have us go through. And sometimes there's good indicators, sometimes there's not. But regardless, we still got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of things. Hey, if you rush through it and you jump to conclusions, that's usually, how we can get tunnel vision when we go into places. I mean, it's tough. And they throw some hard ones at you too. So.
And doesn't count that you, for example, go to places that I won't go. Could be a trap. Just to get you guys there, and then you get shot by somebody, a sniper, for example. Who knows? Really, who knows?
Yeah, secondary. And they'll blow it up. And then, yep.
Yeah, and that's it. You guys are gone, and half of the block is gone.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Or half of the stupid county is gone because it's a nuclear bomb. Who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I know the risk. When I sign off for being a special ops, and let's take HazMat, and I was like, yeah, I know the risk. I know that if we have a true HazMat call, especially where I work, it might be fun. No more theme parks for everybody.
Yeah.
Go to SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Universal is great at this time. Yeah, bro. And couple things. Who you recommend to be in the podcast? That would be great to talk to it. Maybe. I don't know.
For next?
Yeah. From your team or somebody that you know.
Oh, yeah. Alejandro Villaseñor. He'd be really good.
All right. So shoot me the contact and we're going to make it happen like we did it today.
Yeah. He's one of my right-hand men. He's my driver, the battalion chief, firefighter. He's my dude.
Sweet.
So yeah, he'd be a good one.
He's your chauffeur.
A lot of experience.
Oh yeah.
He teaches CPR teaches all that stuff. Yeah, and firefighter, seen it all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Battalion Chief.
and Mexicano, like straight up Mexicano.
Sweet, he's the OG guy.
Yeah, you guys can speak Spanish. Not my broken Spanish.
Yeah, they call you coconut, brown outside, white inside.
Yeah. Let's say, what is going on? I just have a good accent. I just fake it well.
You can fake it. You can fake it. Yeah. They want you for papers if you go to the border. That is that is awesome, bro. Yeah, no, but that's part of who we are. Yeah, and one thing, give one phrase that you, I guess, put this in perspective. Just give me one phrase for what we talk about it.
Uh,
I know it's a lot.
that's a tough one, bro.
Hey, I have to go to tell you a tough one at least once.
Let's see. Man, got me on that. You got me on that. Usually I can fake everything. I can't fake that one. Well, I'll do one that I use because I'm a football coach too.
Okay.
But I think it's certain apply. Part of it doesn't really apply, but kind of does. Is I do in football we say my quote is, we fear no one, but we prepare for everyone. And that kind of relates to what we do. You know, we don't fear it, what we're doing, but we definitely prepare for it.
Yes, that's true. But well done. See, you got it, bro. You got it.
So I had to use my football. I had to go football. So I'm still a knucklehead a little bit.
Oh no, you got it, bro. You got it down. Hey, sometimes you have to wear different hats. Yeah. I'm a firefighter medic. I'm a dad. I got a business. I got shit. Like instructor. You name it. I've done it probably in some part of my life.
Yeah. Yep.
Coming from Venezuela, it's a long way. But yeah, thank you so much, Britt. It's awesome having you. Hopefully we can do something together.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
If it's not with my thing on the background, it could be with your thing on the background or your sweatshirt or something different. To put a shout out, because before I forget, Signal, the app for training HazMat. That guy from Canada actually make a really good app, and I showed it to my guy HazMat in the station. He's like, "Oh, I like this shit. This is
yeah,
you can do a lot with this."
Yeah, I showed him. Yeah. I showed it with Alejandro too. So
sweet. Yeah, so that's not to brag, but that guy did a really good job. Well done with the app. Yeah, hands down, that's just for me one of the best app for training HazMat, gases, meters, and rad. So thank you so much again, bro. We'll see you hopefully next year, sooner than later. And
sooner than later, bro.
We have something to do. For those who listen to the podcast, share, subscribe, all the shit, and if you speak Spanish, we'll put subtitles in Spanish for those in South America and whatever you guys are. Because I got people from Poland, Croatia on the podcast to Chile that I find out on the the data, whatever.
That's awesome.
YouTube or Spotify. So, and I got a guy who's chief in one of the stations in Chile, who's the HazMat guy, who's really interested on this podcast. I mentioned it to him, like, oh shit, that'll be awesome. But it's a third world country HazMat unit, so you know how it is.
Yep, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's not. It's risky. All right, bro. With that, thank you so much, people. See you next one. Bye.